I welcome back. I mean, but truthfully, good morning. It is a bloodbath here this Thursday, September 15th. Ethereum is now live on the Ethereum merge, and it is a complete bloodbath. We have completely tanked. There's a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Sometimes that can happen. You know, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of a deal, and that's exactly what's happening is everyone is selling the news. I know the last few days I have said, hey, we're going to pump, and I still believe we're going to pump. And if I look at some of the charts, perhaps I'm a little biased here, but there's just key levels why I have conviction onto I'm not freaking out yet. I do have my trades currently on the right-hand side. All of them are still in profit because I took, besides the 88 one. Besides the 88 one, I'm actually losing my butt on that one right now, but my stop's in place, so I'm not worried. If we hit it, we hit it, okay? But I won't take you guys too much. I'll just let you know what the key levels I'm looking at. And truthfully, I have to say, hey, I was wrong. I was expecting the other direction right away. I am still predicting that we can go up from here as long as we don't break through some of these levels, okay? And I am showing you real time me losing, and I'm not worried about it because I've got no emotion behind those trades. And the reason why is because I already took profit. They are still positive in my unrealized gain, and they haven't gotten close. I've got a plan. In my plan, they have not hit the levels where I'm worried. So let me just tell you what those levels are for Ethereum without using too many freaking words, because that's what I just did. But I'm not worried, guys. I feel like this is FUD. On Ethereum, let's look at this. Okay, we've got this potentially tweezer bottom, but it wasn't a tweezer bottom because then when we opened, right, we went up a little bit towards resistance of the 1650 right after the merge, and then boom, we've just completely tanked. But you can see now we're getting buyers coming in, right? You know, they're falling in, and it looks like they're finding support down on this key leg, okay? Really, you know, this leg. And that, you know, if we close below where we are right now, it's kind of concerning because we've got a new low, okay? We've got a new low on the trek up here. So that's kind of concerning, but the real level that I'm worried about is breaking below this 1400 range. If we break below this 1400 range, that's really concerning. But I could still see buyers coming in and pushing this upwards, and I'm willing to bet that's what's going to happen. If I look at some of the, did we get a cross on here? Okay, we haven't gotten a cross yet. So that's good to know on the daily. Let me go just zoom way in onto the 1 hour and take a look at what the 1 hour is looking like. Here's my arbitrary, now it's, you know, resistance line, but it was support that we broke through. And you can see we kind of have a hammer candle here going, and it's only, so let's go to the 30 minutes because the 30 minutes should close in about 4 minutes. And it's going to close here in 4 minutes. And so far it's looking strong. It's looking strong. They look identical, okay? But this one, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing partially green here on the next candle. If I was to scalp. And then the 4 hour, what's the 4 hour looking like? Stochastics, we're oversold, which makes perfect sense. This is a huge liquidation candle, and that's what I feel this is. I feel what's happening in the market right now is giant liquidations is happening because it's such a big event. People don't want people to buy the nodes for Ethereum. And Ethereum isn't officially like ETH2 because if you lock your ETH up, you still can't, take it out. Yeah, there's the ETHW, the wrapped Ethereum, which I guess you could, but it's essentially you're just borrowing and the exchange is kind of having a note that says, hey, we gave you this much ETH. Once ETH2 comes live, we're going to take it from you because, you wanted to get it off the exchange or sell it. But for me, these are buying levels, and also, it's a good opportunity, at least for me, to go long. And it is kind of silly to be saying, hey, let's go long here in a bear market. If I'm looking at the 4 hour, the 4 hours not looking that good with this resistance line. It's the same thing on the daily, as we've broken below here. I'd like to see us get back above 1500. I really, really would. That's what I would love to see is above 1500. I would hate to see below 1400. And you can see my trades down below. I'm betting that we're still going up. I'm not losing anything. Dun, dun, dun. And Richard, you say, hey, thanks for the content. I've been studying the week. Broken in debt and need a way out. Dude, the simple path to wealth. Okay, so Richard, I don't have a whole lot of time because I've got, another appointment here inside of 10 minutes. So I'm going to try to make this quick here. But Richard says, hey, I'm broke. How do I make wealth? Dude, trading is very difficult to make wealth because you've got so much emotion behind to where you're going to probably more than likely overtrade. You're going to be in and out too much, and you're also going to trade with money that you're not willing to lose. The best advice here is to the compound effect is, I would get in the habit of paying yourself first. Every paycheck that you have, you're throwing a little bit, 20%. You're throwing 20% of your paycheck into the stock market or into crypto. And you don't care. You're just dollar cost averaging into good projects, right? And that's the simple path to wealth. And over time, like most of my money was made during 2017 with the crash in crypto and in stocks, right? I quit racing. I actually got hurt and I couldn't race anymore. But, my financial background, I knew what I needed to do. And it's not sexy, but you just pay yourself first and just dollar cost average into that stuff. And over time, you will grow compounding wealth. 5% off of $100 is $5. 5% off of, $5,000, what is that, $50? Maybe we, do that. 500, you know what I mean? Okay. So 5% off of $100,000, that's $5,000, right? So it compounds, and that's really how you create wealth. But you want to save every weekend, and not every weekend, but just every paycheck whenever you get paid, right? And it's got to be enough to where it kind of stings a little bit, where you're like, hey, I can't go out drinking right now or anything of that nature because I've got to save. And you treat it as a bill, but it's more rewarding than a bill because of the sheer fact that you are creating wealth for you. You're creating wealth. It's just that simple. And most people don't do that. Everyone can retire a millionaire. It just takes time. But I will answer more of those questions here later. Let me talk a little bit about Bitcoin because I have added to both of my positions into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I did not add to a losing trade because I am still unrealized profit on them, okay? Even though what I'm showing you in the bottom right-hand corner is saying that, hey, I'm losing. I have not added to my ADA trade, though. I have not because that guy is losing. So I'm waiting for that guy to either get stopped out or go back green, all right? So I'm leaving that one alone. And if I'm looking at Bitcoin on the daily, right, I really need to because I re-entered, right? And this is from a couple days ago. I'll move these here because now, I'd still say that my take profit would still be around the $21,500 range. But we are catching support. It's just looking at the chart here, you can see, boom. We are catching support because it is bouncing back up off of this level. And that is important because on the daily, what is this? This is still a trending upwards. You know I said I don't like these lines, but they're easy to see, okay? Because you've got the low. This is the tweezer bottom, right? We went boom, boom, boom. Then we got rejected, doom. But here is potentially a higher low. If we break down below here, that's bad because that's a new lower low. So that's good for Bitcoin. The levels that I'm not freaking out about Bitcoin yet are basically under 19,000. Where do I have this line? Okay, yeah. I have this line under 19,000. 19,000 is my oh shit line, right? Oh shit line. And so I'm not worried about it. I still have my stop, not moving my stop. Okay, that is looking good. Ethereum is looking like it's getting tanked the most, right? It's down 8%, and ironically, Ethereum usually does fairly well compared to Bitcoin, but I believe this is all because of FUD. FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? People aren't sure what this Ethereum merge is going to do, and big money wants to get in. Oh, look, we're back above that line right now. Boom. And what did I say about, hey, we need to get above that $1,500 mark? And boom, I re-entered this morning right almost at the touch. I had a limit order that popped at 1510, right? And it would have been nice to get down to 15 or 1450. But again, I don't have a magic wand. I look at my charts and I say, hey, where are we most likely to touch? Where would be a good entry that I would feel comfortable with, that I'm not freaking too much out about, okay? So I'm almost back to even where I entered this morning. So we will see. But again, can't go down below this guy, right? Little concerning that we're below 1,500, but the truth is below 1,400, okay? So in closing, before I let you guys go, right? Because like I said, I'm already late to my next appointment here. I just wanted to go quick, let you guys know. And I will answer more stuff in the chat later. And Josh says, is that the stochastics RSI? Nope, it is just the simple stochastics. I like the simple stochastics because it moves faster than the RSI stochastics. That is, it's more smooth. The stochastics RSI is more smooth. It's not as sharp and peaky. I like to have things that are fairly quick. I can move more on that at a later time. But in repetition, right? Concerning we're below 1,500 for ETH. Real oh shit is under 1,400. Bitcoin, like to see above 20. That is good, right? That psychological level, oh shit level is below 19,000. I'm predicting that we're going to get above 20,000 and 1,500 potentially today, if not in the next few days, even though September is mainly one of those months that are always red. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to do this more. I might even come back later this evening to see the ending, to see if I was right and kind of give another little update. But I'm not going to sit here and be here for 45 minutes so that you guys don't get relative information. But anyway, have a good day, guys. Enjoy your Thursday. This is Johnny Crypto. I'm here to help you guys.